Hari Om, welcome back. So, as you are in touch and as you have the Gita in your hand, you know we are doing 268, which goes like this. Tasmadyasya mahabhaho nigruhithani sarvashah. So, you know how it goes further. Indriyanindriyatebyah. Then what happens? Tasya prajna pratisthita. So the best thing is tasya prajna pratisthita, the steadiness of a wise man. When do we have that steady knowledge in the self? Is $1,000,000 question, isn't it? We all have knowledge in flashes, in patches, in tits and bits. But do we have complete knowledge? Is the question. Something happens suddenly, you get, oh, everything is Nashwara. Oh, nothing is in my hands. When? When something goes adverse. If things are moving in your stride, then, wow, see, I am the doer. We get swayed. All the play of ego. But what we are supposed to understand and see is, we have seen a tip yesterday and even in the other classes about CVP. How to be focused. How to be focused. How to be focused. No point in questioning on this, as people do a mantra, who am I? Who am I, my dear friends, is not a mantra to be, or it's not a japam to be repeated. Similarly here, CVP is not a mantram, is not a bijakshram, is not a, what do you call it? Yes, maybe it works. But what happens is, under these conditions, now as we keep on chanting this CVP, then what happens is you get to know what is CVP. Ceaseless, vigilant perseverance. Isn't it? So then automatically the mind is focused once you know the meaning of it. If you don't know the meaning, then you don't know. But what happens is, the cosmic mind is different. When everybody has understood about CVP, then that CVP has that cosmic mind and it is floating in the air. And the moment you start to chant CVP, there is a possibility, I'm not endorsing it, there is a possibility when the inner subconscious mind gets linked with the cosmic subconscious mind and decodes CVP. Possibility, yes. That is how telepathies and all used to work in previous days. But here, what we are supposed to understand is, we have to be ceaselessly vigilant about the perseverance. Perseverance of the objects should be dropped, and perseverance of the self should be obtained. And how they should be? Ceaseless, never ending, continuous. And vigilant. When you are perceiving things, it can be A, B, C up to Z infinity. Because after that again we have A, B, A, C, you know that. So I say it as Z infinity. So many objects are there in this world. for us. But it is for us to decide whether to perceive, whether to go behind those objects or not. Isn't it? A lot of people they debate why did then God create all these things. Yesterday, when I was talking with some group, they were telling me God has created these animals for us to eat, which all these non-veg eaters, they have a particular set of animals which they eat. Then, just I smiled and I laughed and I kept quiet for few seconds and they said, Swamiji, so you also understood. God has created everything for us to enjoy. Then I said, what do you feel about cannibals? Cannibals are man eaters or human flesh eaters. If somebody hacks you and eats, God has created this for me. He is a cannibal, and there's nothing wrong in that. And you have been created, and you have been created by the God. So, is it justifiable? No, 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 only these things. When it comes to your life, it is different. When it comes to others' life, yes, there are certain exceptions. I do agree. For example, if you are in a area where nothing is available, whether you are in Arctic or Antarctic or whatever it is, in the extreme poles and where cultivation is not possible, and then yes, you spade a fish and eat. Yes, survival, because we have to survive, because only when we survive we will be in a position to reach our goal. Our goal is to know the self, or else it is not possible. Yes, if you are in a desert area, yes, you can't again have cultivations, you can't grow, then yes, whatever animal is available there, a camel or whatever it is, yes, like that, there are certain restrictions, there are certain laws, and there are certain other laws also there, bylaws, which we are supposed to understand. Some school of thought says live with the local food available. Yes, but if you see the arrangement of the teeth, we have more number of molars than the canine, isn't it? And even our intestinal system are designed in such a way that it can assimilate and digest vegetarian food. In fact, even there is one school of thought, even milk they don't like to have, because milk is an animal extract and that milk is meant for its offsprings. We are not supposed to steal that. For us, huh? We have peanut milk is there, cashew milk is there, almond milks are there, soya milks are there. What about curds? The same milk. Take any of these things, grind it well, remove the pulp, you get milk. And if you want to make curds, in that milk, put 4 chilies along with the stock and cover it in 24 hours. You get wonderful almond yogurt or cashew yogurt or whatever it is. Isn't it? So, yes, let us not go too much into that. So, every second we should be with CVP. What is CVP? Ceaselessly vigilant perseverance of our goal. Anything other than our goal, just discard it, negate it, put it aside. I tell you, wonders happen in 40 days, 24 hours. If you are like this, even in night also, the dream also will be towards your goal. It should not be something else. As one of the great man said, in case if you are ceaselessly perceiving towards your goal, you can't sleep. Then if you can't sleep, how can you dream? Think on these lines. Again we'll meet. Krishnam Vande Jagat Guru.